Hello everyone and welcome to Jank 2.0, the server where we're building the largest redstone game ever made in vanilla Minecraft. Progress has been going, I don't want to say quickly because I've been spending a lot of time doing very kind of repetitive tasks, but time is going. And we have made a significant amount of progress here in Jank. As you can see, I've been working in between episodes on putting floors. These will separate different levels of this big game that we are making. And I now have the bottom, which I think I had last episode as well. I've added in this first divider here. And I'm now working on that other divider over there, and we're going to need another one at the very top. These are taking me about 5 or 6 hours to make every divider, so there's still quite a lot of work to do, but it feels like it's progressing fast, and it's definitely going much faster than it would have been going if we were also doing the sides, which I've decided not to do because that is just too much work and I don't want to spend 3 months just building sides. So we're actually at a point where if everything goes well, we can actually start working on some of the game design. Now, that being said, like, this is only what's happening in the overworld. In the nether and the end, we don't actually have any kind of progress. Both in the end and the nether, I have actually done a tiny bit of work in the sense that I have put out the outlines of where the game is going to be. You can see them over there. Let me just go into free cam and we can have a proper look. Yeah, there you go. So this is going to be the size of the game in the end. We're going to have to bash through all of this level and get rid of all of the endstone and all of the obsidian as well. So here I have also outlined where the game is going to go. We can kind of see it there. That's what it looks like. And you may notice there's something in the way of the game, and that is bedrock. Yay, we need to remove all of this bedrock. I have it at about 64,000 blocks of bedrock that we're going to have to remove, which is a lot because bedrock you can't break by hand. You need to use some glitches basically in order to get rid of it. And once we've done that, we need to remove all of the netherrack underneath as well, and that's going to be another nightmare because if we fly through, you can see all these lovely lava pockets. So it's going to be very slow progress here. And I was going to start working on this episode. I was going to start actually creating the machine that's going to break the bedrock. And maybe there will be a bit of time later on to start work on that. But if I'm being honest, I'm absolutely sick of just doing these kind of more menial tasks of just removing blocks. And I think it's time to actually start doing the more exciting stuff and actually start working on some of the levels in Jank. So I'm going to step through this portal actually, because then this is going to link it up to Jank. There we go, that's nice. And I have an easy way to access the nether from here. We actually have an area that we can start working on, which is this area down here. This is basically a level that's ready to be designed. Now in Jank 1.0, the first version, I spent a lot of time, first of all, building all of the redstone systems, which kind of tie all the different levels together, stuff like the sorting system, the big computer, basically, that controls all of Jank. And in this version of the game, I think actually I'm not going to do that until later on. I have a good idea of how all these systems are going to link together, and I don't really see any point in jumping straight into, like, you know, the redstone, because redstone is interesting but it doesn't make for the best viewing experience. I think we should kind of intersperse it with level design, which is, I think, the more interesting part of the creation of Jank 2.0. So while I work away at, you know, finishing these platforms and bedrock and all that kind of stuff in between episodes, I want to spend the episodes actually starting building some levels. So before I can do that though, we need to actually work out where is each level going to go, okay? Because we've got 3 levels in the overworld, 3 levels in the end, 3 levels in the nether, and more importantly, we need to connect them in a way that allows players to complete a full journey from level 1 to level 9. So the issue is this, right? We want the players to start off in level 1, go to level 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? But then when they complete a level, they should have to go back through the levels they've just come through to get to the end. Now the problem is we need the nether portals to be in specific positions, otherwise they're not going to allow you they're going to get confused and they're going to end up people exiting the wrong portal and all this kind of stuff. But here's what I'm thinking, right? In the kind of lobby area, you basically descend all the way down to bedrock, and then you use a portal from there. No, that's going to send you to the bottom of the nether. No, that works, right? Okay. So the nether then works in reverse order. So instead of doing that, we'd have level 3 at the top, level 2, and then level 1. So you make your way up through the nether. So you start at the bottom of the nether, and you're working your way up the nether all the way to level 3. Then you enter a portal in the nether at the top of the Jank area in the nether, which takes you to the top of the overworld, and then you enter level 4. You then go to level 5 and then level 6. And then at the very bottom of the overworld, there's the end portal that takes you to the end. So then you enter and you go to level 7, level 8 and level 9. Let's now go through and add in the level names. Okay, these are the games that are going to be inspiring each level. So I definitely think that level 1 is going to be, it's going to almost like lull them into full sense of security. It's going to be Jank themed. Okay, then they're going to walk through to the next level and they're going to find themselves in the Assassin's Creed world. Now what would be a good level 3 one? Maybe then after that we really like turn it on its head and we do Bejeweled. Now 6 has to be Call of Duty Zombies, because this is where the end portal is going to be, so that has to be that level. And then we said we wanted the Space Invaders, that has to be here. Cool. I also wanted to do Skyrim, and you know what, Skyrim works here. Now I did see some comments about what other games we could add in. The Stanley Parable, which I've never played, so I don't really know how that works, but I had a quick look at it and I do think it could be quite a good addition. So if I put this, if I put this here, you know, we can always swap it out if I feel like it's not going to work, but I have a feeling that's going to be quite a good one to add in. I do wonder if maybe the finale should be like just a chaos of all the different games, like lots of small things. Maybe we can bring in The Sims, we can bring in all these other games that are really cool, and just have them like kind of mixed and mashed in one level. So I'm going to say chaos games. So that means that the level that we can actually start working on is this one, level 6, Call of Duty Zombies. So what I really want to work on today is just kind of start putting in the various rooms, corridors that are going to make up this level. Now, the map I'm really taking inspiration from, the game I'm really taking inspiration from, is Call of Duty Zombies, specifically the Ice and Drake map from Black Ops 3. My friends and I have played that map a lot, and we've never finished it because it's such a complicated thing. And what I really want to capture of the Call of Duty experience, the Zombies Call of Duty experience, is just the complexity of the puzzles, which I think is really, really fun. So this thing here, I think, is going to be kind of the center point of our entire game. And what I'm thinking is, if you have ever played the Ice and Drake map, there is a pyramid hidden underground, which eventually you can access and leads you through a portal into a different world. So I think what we can do here is kind of build a pyramid over it, and the players need to unlock the pyramid, open up the pyramid in order to drop down and actually access the end. Now the other thing that's here is that which is a zombie spawner. Part of this game is having zombies roaming around, and I want to have a system by which you can use the zombie flesh from the zombies in order to unlock certain areas, certain weapons. There's a whole lot of stuff that we can do with that. But also I want the zombies to be kind of the delivery system for some of the items. So if we kind of hold them in a cell and we drop like golden carrots and coins on them, they will pick them up, and then when players kill the zombies, they will get the coins and the food. There's a bit of redstone to be done for that. I'm not going to worry with that too much right now. As I said, what I really want to focus on right now is building just kind of the outline of this level. Now the Dark Ice and Drake map has a castle as kind of the main focus of it, so I definitely want to have a castle here. Alrighty, bit of an update. I've added in kind of the foundations of this castle. We can fly around and can have a look at it here. I'm probably going to change this up a bit. I mean, I'm not, committed to this shape. That's essentially a mega base. That's essentially a mega base. For one level of my 9-level game. Right, let's work a bit more on this ground all the way around it, and yeah, and then keep on working. Maybe I'll do a bit of a time lapse. Alrighty, I've done a significant amount of work on this level, and whew, it's big. It's a big one, but it's looking pretty good. I'm really happy with this, actually. It really has a lot of scale. I think it's going to look incredible once I actually put the castle in. But I just kind of wanted to pause here a second, kind of go through what we have done, because I've done quite a bit of progress. So I've got this kind of outside area here. This is going to be the grounds of the castle, and it's going to be surrounded by a bit of a cliff, which means the players can't leave the area. And then there's going to be the castle. So this area here, starting from there all the way around, this is the main castle area. But you also have several other smaller buildings on this side as well, which are all these things here. And these are going to be connected because we've got one tower here on this corner and a tower here, and we're going to have a bridge going across the two. But then we also have the underground, so once players kind of go through down here, they end up in several rooms underground, which are all these ones here, with a large room at the bottom. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to put in each of these rooms yet. I just want to have an idea of what kind of space I'm dealing with. Alright, I've added in this platform here, which is eventually going to be divided up into different rooms. I need to kind of work out the size of the pyramid that's going to go around this. Now, I did look up a tutorial on how to do a 3x3 horizontal door. So we need to make a pyramid around this shape. Right, a bit more progress. I have added in the two towers, and I've made a kind of bridge across the two, which is this thing here. This room is looking pretty good. I think actually the size of the pyramid is correct for this size. And I think what I'm going to do here is make some kind of like big hall, and have the pyramid at the center of that. I've added in a few connections. We've got this room here that's going to be separated into much smaller rooms eventually. And there's a few more things I still kind of want to add in. I think there's more things we can do at the bottom down here. These ones can end up being rooms as well. And on this side here, I think we're going to have a fairly big structure, almost like a, not like a second castle, but like a second part to the castle. So that's going to go over here. So we're going to make this a bit bigger as well. Yeah, so progress is good. I do think that I'm almost out of time for today's episode, so I'm not going to finish this off actually today. I think we're going to have to leave it a bit until the next one, but that gives us something to do because I wanna really finish off the plan of this level. I'm really excited from it actually though. This is great. Actually starting the levels has really given me impetus to keep on going, because if you get stuck in that kind of repetitive pattern of just placing the same blocks over and over again to make platforms or flying machines that take a lot of effort and time and don't really, they look cool, but they're not, there's still quite a lot of work. This feels a lot more creative, and I'm enjoying that side of it as well. So I think I'm going to try and alternate between level design and some of the more kind of grindy pieces of work that we have to do. But with that, it is unfortunately the end of this episode. I hope you have enjoyed it, and if you have, please remember to comment, like, and subscribe. And I'll see you all in the next one.